I'm Dennis Chamberlain, and this is Sea Space Colonies, the podcast from the frontiers about the frontiers. Broadcasting from Aquatica, Mars Base 1, and from Port Isengard on the edge of the far side of the moon. The first orbital flight configured SpaceX Starship is now sitting fully configured atop its heavy booster on a pad at Starbase, Texas. According to well-placed rumors, if all the pad tests go well, it's going to fly into orbit sometime in November, breaking nearly every human-rated system launch record in the books. Starships and their heavy boosters are twice as powerful as any previous class of rockets ever built. If even partially successful, this launch will herald in one of the most significant and, by far, one of the most important human sea changes in human history. As it leaves the launch pad headed towards space, this launch represents the first step in our transition to a multiplanetary species. The spaceship system is designed specifically for Earth-to-Mars transport of up to 100 human colonists per vehicle, headed out toward the Red Planet. Starship was designed from the ground up to populate another world. The first spacebound Starship will depart Texas for orbital space, drop its heavy booster in the Gulf of Mexico for a soft disposable landing test, and then the 164-foot Starship itself will continue around the planet and then will re-enter the atmosphere at speeds around Mach 25 or about 19,000 miles per hour, followed by a 15-minute hypersonic flight and then dip in for a soft disposable landing 62 miles north of the Hawaiian island of Kauai. I think sometimes we're so distracted that we miss the key points in history as it takes place just before our eyes. And this launch, well, it's not just another launch. To date, it's one of the most important space launches in our history. And from that date onward, every Starship launch will build upon its first successful flight until, one day soon, they will be filled with crews headed at last to a distant world with the hopes and the dreams of all of us riding on its fire. I'm Dennis Chamberlain, and you're listening to the Sea Space Colony podcast, all about the frontiers from the frontiers. So be sure to join us at seaspacecolonies.com.